Yep, hello, welcome back to another Minute in the Clouds with Greg. Excuse the mess behind me, I've got some construction going on. And yeah, so today is day 9, can you believe it? We've been unveiling the mysteries of ADHD. So today, not an ADHD thing to do, I thought I'd go through the alphabet and do an A through Z of treatments for ADHD. So going to call this unveiling a new alphabet of ADHD solutions. So as I said, it's day 9. If you've not seen the other videos, check them out. You can also see the articles that accompany these on gregscloud.com. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. It's not easy to create when you have a brain injury, ADHD, and other things going on. So if you like these videos, consider subscribing to the channel. Give it a thumbs up or a thumb down. Let me know what kind of content you'd like me to post. Click the bell if you want to be notified, and if you feel inclined to leave a comment, go ahead and do so. So without further delay, let's soar high and continue the ADHD. So it's going to be an alphabetized list. These treatments have been used to manage ADHD over the years, and they've shown to be effective treatments. Excuse me. In helping some individuals, that being the key. Everyone reacts differently. So some things it's important to note. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Always see a trained medical professional before following anything that you hear online. So let's kick it off with A. And amphetamine medications. Amphetamine medications like Adderall are central nervous stimulants, and they're often used to treat ADHD because they increase the availability of certain neurotransmitters in the brain that involve focus and affect impulsive behavior. They're considered a good choice for treatment because it's widely accepted and used in the medical community. They have proven effective. They're the number one go-to stimulants are, and many cases that people have. They're a good choice. They act quickly. They're effective for many people, but they do have some side effects. And there'll be references to this information on the article. The next one is atomoxazine, which is sold under the brand name Strattera. It's a non-stimulant medication used to treat ADHD, and it increases levels of the neurotransmitter norepinephrine in the brain, and that aids concentration and can decrease impulsivity. It's approved by the FDA, and it's a good choice for some people who don't tolerate stimulants very well. Unlike stimulant medications, there's not a risk of abuse or dependence. Abuse can happen in many ways. Strattera also lasts 24 hours, so there's no need for midday dosing. Excuse me. B, behavioral therapy involves helping patients develop social and emotional skills and planning skills that can sometimes be lacking in people with ADHD, and it's used in conjunction with medication, considered a good treatment. It's evidence-based. It's been shown over the years to be very effective and widely accepted as a good choice, and it can provide long-lasting skills and techniques that can be used to help manage symptoms and improve your social relationships and academic performance. B, biofeedback. That's a type of therapy that uses sensors and displays to monitor and provide feedback in real time about body functions such as brain waves. Neurofeedback is a type of biofeedback, and it aims to train people with ADHD to produce brainwave patterns that are associated with focus. More research is needed, and some studies suggest that it might help reduce ADHD symptoms. It's a good it's a good addition for medication therapy or other treatment. C, speaking of therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, not to be mixed up with CDP, whatever. It's a type of talk therapy, and it helps people become more aware of inaccurate or negative thinking. They call it reframing. And it can help in challenging situations and help you respond and process stuff easier. It's been shown effective to decrease impulsivity, help with poor attention and low self-esteem. And it's just been a go-to treatment. The next one is C for clonidine. Clonidine is a type of medication that's traditionally used as a high blood pressure medication, but it's also used as a non-stimulant option to treat ADHD, particularly in reducing hyperactive and impulse behavior. It's an alternative for people who may not respond to stimulants very well or can't use stimulants. It can be used in the evening due to its sedative effects, and it can also help with sleep, which is a problem sometimes for people with ADHD. D, dietary changes. Some people find that certain food additives can worsen ADHD symptoms, and dietary changes, including reducing sugar, eliminating potential allergies, and increasing protein, can all be good choices. While it's not a cure, it can sometimes definitely help manage symptoms. It's a non-pharmaceutical intervention, and it can certainly complement other forms of treatment. D for dextroamphetamine, another name for a generic name for Adderall. It's a stimulant used to treat ADHD, increasing certain brain neurotransmitters, which improves focus. FDA approved medication. It's widely the go-to medicine, that and Ritalin, and is widely accepted as a good choice. It's well tolerated in general, and it's very effective for adults and children. E for exercise. Regular physical activity can have positive effects on attention behavior, as well as research suggesting that it can stimulate brain regions that are involved with attention and impulse control. It's a good choice because it's natural, it's healthy, and it can complement other forms of treatment. E for educational support. Educational support can involve individualized education programs, IEPs, 504 plans, tutoring, extra accommodations such as extra time on tests for children with ADHD and that kind of thing. Everything suggests that students do much better academically when they have some educational support. F for family therapy involves sessions with family members, as you might have thought, and it helps improve communication between family members, can resolve conflicts and enhance coping strategies. It can help improve the home environment and make it more supportive. And not only does it help the person with ADHD, but it also equips the family for better understanding coping mechanisms and how this works. F, fish oil, more specifically omega-3 fatty acids. Fish oil is very rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are very essential for brain health. Some research suggests that omega-3s might improve ADHD symptoms as a natural supplement, and it can be used to complement traditional treatments. I would say if you're going to go the fish oil route, make sure that you buy it from a reputable place. A lot of the stuff on the market is junk. Do your research. G, group therapy. And in a group therapy situation, people meet as a group and they discuss and learn about certain conditions under group dynamics. There's a facilitator that leads that. People with ADHD can feel less alone and learn better coping strategies, sometimes in a group environment. And it provides social support, and it's a good platform to share expectations and strategies. G, guarana. It's native to the Amazon, and it's known for its high concentration in caffeine. Very a lot of caffeine in it. And some studies suggest that it might improve ADHD symptoms because of its psychoactive effects through robust, although robust scientific evidence is lacking in that. For people seeking natural or complementary treatments, it might be a good option to consider under the supervision of a healthcare provider. H, homeopathic remedies. Homeopathy involves treating illnesses with highly diluted substances which aim to trigger the body's own self-healing mechanisms. And it's widely accepted by mainstream medicine, and some people may turn to homeopathy for ADHD management. If you're interested in that, again, Make sure that you're taking advice from someone who's trained in that. H, healthy lifestyle habits. Healthy lifestyle habits including exercise, of course, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and stress control, stress management. And they can help your overall well-being as well as ADHD symptoms. I, for individual therapy, that's one-on-one therapy between a therapist and a patient, and it can be especially beneficial for people with ADHD to address in private unique challenges specific to them. And it's considered a good therapy because it can also address any comorbid conditions like anxiety or depression, and it's a good thing. The next one is excuse me, Intunev, and Intunev or guafacine is another name for it. It's a non-stimulant medication used to treat ADHD, and it's primarily useful for reducing symptoms of hyperactivity and impulsivity. It's FDA approved for ADHD, and it's often used when stimulant medications are not a good choice. J, journaling. Journaling is a good tool for managing your thoughts and your emotions. It can also get feelings, externalize them, get them out from the inside. It can be very helpful for people with ADHD to structure your thoughts and stuff like that. And it can help with planning, goal setting, tracking progress. It's a good choice. It's a self-help. You're helping yourself, and it's very easy to integrate into routines. K for kava. Kava is a plant that's native to the South Pacific Islands, and it has been traditionally used for its calming and relaxing effects. Why would it be considered as an ADHD treatment? Some people might use it as a natural treatment, but scientific research is still a little bit sparse on it, and they need more studies. Anyone seeking natural or complementary treatment, it might be a consideration. L for lifestyle changes, of course, exercise, sleep, diet, all that stuff we just talked about. L for another one for L-theanine, and that's an amino acid, and it promotes relaxation, and it's found naturally in tea leaves. Some research suggests that its calming effect may help improve attention with people with ADHD, and it's natural and it's holistic, and that makes it a good choice. M for mindful meditation. It involves paying attention to the present moment, not judging. Just picturing a serene place. You hear some noise, you acknowledge that it's there, and then you just go back to calm. It can help manage stress. It's a good choice because you can do it anywhere, anytime, and it complements other treatment options. M for methylindate, which is a generic name for Ritalin or Concerta. It's a stimulant commonly used to treat ADHD. It's been very widely studied, a lot of extensive research on it. It's got a long-lasting effect, helping reduce symptoms. N for neurofeedback, or EEG feedback. It's a type of therapy aiming to teach people to alter our own brain waves through thought and practice repetition of those brain waves. Some studies suggest that it can lead to improvements in ADHD. It's not invasive, and it's a good option for people who can't use medication. N for natural supplements. These include vitamins, minerals, and other natural supplements that can help with ADHD. Certain nutritional deficiencies could make ADHD symptoms worse. That could correlate to using natural supplements to help with that. They're generally safe, and they can contribute to overall health. As everything, though, talk to a trained professional. For occupational therapy. Occupational therapists work with people to help develop skills for daily living and independence, such as organizational skills, coordination skills, social skills, particularly useful for children with ADHD who struggle to complete tasks at home or at school. And it focuses on practical everyday skills. O for organizational training. It involves learning strategies to help improve your organization and time management and planning. It's considered a good choice because people with ADHD often lack organizational skills. Guilty, Your Honor. It's a key component of treatment. P for physical exercise. Exercise can increase the brain's dopamine levels, which is typically low in people who have ADHD, so that can help with mood regulation and stress relief. It's also a good choice because it's natural, it's cost effective, and another one for P would be psychoeducation. Involves learning about ADHD as a condition, how it affects people, how it affects their loved ones, coping strategies, and it empowers people and their families to make informed decisions about treatment. Q would be for Quillivant XR, which is another name for methylphenidate. It's a long-lasting liquid form of methylphenidate, and it's used to manage ADHD symptoms. It's FDA approved, and it can be helpful for people who have difficulty swallowing pills. It offers a different mode of delivery, and it still provides good symptom relief. R for relaxation techniques involves methods such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, guided imagery, and they can all help with your stress and calm down. High stress levels can make ADHD symptoms worse, making it difficult to relax, and it's a good choice because it's easy to learn and you can do it anywhere. R for Ritalin. Ritalin is a commonly prescribed medication. It's a stimulant medication. It's a good choice. It's FDA approved and it's shown to be very effective to manage ADHD symptoms. Typically, children are prescribed Ritalin, but adults are as well, and it's got a long track record of effectiveness. S for social skills training. It's a form of therapy primarily in children. It teaches children and adults the social skills that they need to interact more effectively with people around them, behavioral change. A lot of times when you've got ADHD, it can struggle for a number of reasons in the social situations and in social interactions, and it can really improve communication and help build good, strong relationships. S for Strattera. It's a non-stimulant medication used to treat ADHD. It's FDA approved. It's a great choice for people who can't tolerate or don't respond to stimulants, and it provides a medication option that you don't need to take twice a day, so one time a day. T for time management. Teaches strategies to help manage your time better, as the name suggests. A lot of people with ADHD struggle with time management, so it can be very effective in improving functioning and day-to-day life. Offers practical skills that can have a positive impact on various aspects of people's lives: work, school, home, relationships. T, traditional Chinese medicine. It encompasses practice such as herbal remedies, acupuncture, and dietary therapy. There's limited research on this, and the results are mixed. Some people turn to traditional Chinese medicine for a more holistic approach, and for those interested in alternative treatments, it could be another avenue to explore under the guidance of a medical professional. U, understood.org. I'll say that again, understood.org, and its resource website provides resources and community support for people with learning difficulties and ADHD problems. The website offers strategies for managing ADHD as well as tools, and they can help advocate for individuals in school and work settings. Knowledge is power, making it a good choice, and it can empower individuals. V for Vyvanse, which is another extended form of kind of Adderall. It's a once daily long-acting stimulant. It's FDA approved. It's been shown quite effective in managing ADHD symptoms. It's a good choice because it's a once-a-day medicine. W, weighted blanket therapy. Weighted blankets provide deep pressure stimulation, and I have an article about how the weighted blankets work on the website. and it can help with ADHD because it can be very relaxing. It can help with sleep, which can, is potentially a problem when you've got ADHD. Your sleep can be problematic. It's a non-invasive thing. Makes a good choice. It's very, very safe. X and Y, I couldn't find anything on that. Z, back to the final letter in the alphabet, Z for Zoloft. And Zoloft, or Serolatine, it's an FDA-approved medication. It's actually an SSRI. It's a depression medication. You might be thinking, why would it be on a list of possible treatments for ADHD? It's considered effective at treating ADHD when it co-occurs with other disorders such as anxiety and depression. And SSRIs, or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, like Zoloft, may help symptoms, but their effects are less pronounced than traditional stimulants. It's an approved non-stimulant medication. It is off-label approved, if you will, for ADHD treatment in specific patients that might have depression or anxiety with it. And again, as with any medical advice, make sure that you talk to a professional. That involves any vitamins, minerals, and supplements. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's content. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, remember to take care of your mind. Bye-bye.